lot of needle toys on the ground there.
You don't use that big pool there then?
No, I couldn't get anybody to go up there.
I said to Evan too, you gotta quit climbing those.
Where'd you put it? Oh, right there.
Is question to where do they use that big high tower he's got there yet?
Well, he's got a wind generator on it, yeah.
Do you go down there yet to take care of it?
Not lately, but I think it's been working lately.
You better look
Use it
out.
for them. Wind
No, we have to
It does.
It's hooked into the line, so that's...
Back of the White House.
Back of the White House.
Yeah.
Yeah, it was in the yard. Oh, that was really the thing, having a cement walk to the outhouse.
There was even a light on it.
Yeah.
There yet altogether when I was
There was a light with a switch you could turn it.
because we walked on board.
He rigged it up with electricity and everything.
Yeah, he had the light bulb. There was one about halfway hanging on the two wires, and the other one was up there by the...
You have to use a flashlight.
Well, if you all up trouble, why didn't you just put it in the bathroom?
There wasn't any water, any electricity or anything yet then.
So the light bulbs were running off of
That
32
was
volts?
the days of the
Yeah.
pitch papers and the catalog
Yeah, you
papers.
bet. Sears Ribbon and Montgomery Ward. You could do your shopping in the meantime.
I don't think those guys know what we're talking about, do they?
I don't think so.
Danny's laughing, I think he does.
Boy, you just don't know what it used to be like.
You don't even know what an outhouse is?
Instead of toilet tissue, that's what they use.
Well, they didn't make toilet paper in those days, so then you just had a catalog out there and you tear the pages out and use it.
Well, when we had
We were sure glad for
that
pitch
was
papers.
last year's pitch papers.
They were a little softer. Yeah, they were just the right size. Well, you got the peaches coming in. We said it was always called Tantamadahi, wasn't it?
Yeah, that's a monster.
Tantamadahi.
Yeah, but what then?
Aunt Margaret. Go and visit Aunt Margaret. I gotta go visit Aunt Margaret.
They had a name for the outhouse.
Sure, you didn't call it an outhouse. That was too demeaning.
As long as I lived here, well, it was till we got the bathroom, it was Tantamadahi. Did you ever hear that, Willis?
No, I didn't know that.
Dad sure liked to put the trimming on that. By me, it's all rotting along the end there.
Yeah.
Now, south of the house too, there's a whole piece hanging down about that long that's just all eroded.
Well, you missed Tanta Margie. Margie?
What did I miss?
Tantamadahi.
Yeah, when we say we gotta go visit Tanta Margie, you won't know what we're talking about.
Show you the family there.
Oh, that's your grandchildren.
This is Kara. She was born last August 19th.
Yeah,
She'll
sit
be
down
here.
here, Don.
And then this is Justin. He's 7. He was 7 in May.
Oh. That's hard to believe.
No, that's me.
When you don't see him, it's an older son.
Yeah, and she writes and says, oh, she's doing this crawling or something. Whoa, she can't be crawling.
That's
missed
Shirley,
it.
Shortly she'll be walking at a year.
Yeah,
And Brandon is 3 and a
they're
half.
clapping her
She
hands.
was
I just
born
can't see
when?
her
What
clapping her
month
hands.
was she born? April?
No, before that.
From
December.
December.
Those are sure comfortable. Let's get it. Those are really comfortable.
I haven't sat in it yet. I'll try.
I bet you'll be on to it. I thought they were yours.
Is it all the way out? Yeah, I guess.
They're pretty sturdy.
Looks like Looks like a little narrow base there.
You can get all different sizes.
I think it's for when they have arms on.
You can even get them in lounges. How many hours we're at?
Unless you put the flags out before it's flying.
It's really windy.
I was thinking about that. You can get them now. They put this part on it.
You were in that age too where you came through and you had those
They're pretty loud about it.
I had some like that. I had some too. That dates your age. I thought this one of I had a pair of black ones like that.
Oh yeah, I think I had a more.
You break the arm off.
She's got arms on her. In her little net belly.
Yeah, all kinds of snows too.
Yeah.
It's up to the on your left. On the far side.
Give me that North Carolina.
You played tuba, Southern?
Yep. 2 years I played tuba there, yeah. That was fun. Yeah, I played a marching tuba and a concert tuba.
Well, I think if it depended upon the local people, it probably would.
You said you weren't busy. Open. Right off the interstate.
It's good to hear more than see.
You said you weren't busy. What was that? You giving me I think she was getting a little lighter. Of that, I had about 100.
There's getting to be fewer so strong.
Oh, well that helps.
We do get to hear it. Tell them he used to be, very well. Poorer on Sunday night. Nobody wants to leave. There's a lot of them, like
No, they're in and out.
I was going to say, the wires on a 25-year-old. Always takes 45 or a year. That was taken. What they call that island. When I came back to Vietnam, you went over the bridge, you turned off to the south. They had those cabins down there.
Well, we did open
Of course, they always had a celebration until they got the dam in. They're all underwater.
Yeah, that's right. A lot of trees went with it too.
Oh, yeah.
a lot longer than a house. To me, there's my house is a lot
There's that first 60 I had. That was real. 2 little elevators. That 66.
We almost called him to come with us and call back. We had a terrible production. We had gone to we got a call. We were leaving the house
They put on their
Friday night to go to the band. We got a call. I picked the phone up, walking out there. This man says, "You want to come up here and look at these 2 airplanes?" Now we come up and look at them. We go ahead and go to the band. Come home, we do our flight up there and get up early, fly, go up to Pennsylvania. And when we get to Fort Dodge, the weather report service there, freezing rain.
We want to keep the door in the back kitchen there. I just wanted to do that.
We land here at Dodge. We take this airplane van to Fort Dodge and drive up there. And he's not a very good shot. Just about the time we get it out of town, we figure out it doesn't have any heat. Then we get into the little bit of freezing rain, we find out the windshield wipers don't work too good either. But then we make it up there. We live in the airplane. Then we drive over to Rochester, go to the park. Next morning we get up, we're heading back to Dodge. We get to the last stop at 3X. Oh no, what happened? Four bolts, the whole transmission, flywheel. The only problem is they didn't fall out of the vehicle, they trapped inside the bell housing. There was no inspection plate, so you would have had to pull the transmission to get those stupid bolts. Now, if they had just fallen out, we could have got them out, then we could have just recap the hole, put some bolts in, and left it on in. So we had to call the airport, tell them what was wrong with the vehicle. They weren't real happy with they shut off. Have them push it out, they'll send the trailer for it. We're not going to spend any money on it. I'm sure they'll have their local mechanic there at the airport. You know, take it apart, glue it back together for you at a time. They left us now for me in our airplane to Dodge. So they tell us, well, there's a bus. Dodge station, we go in by 2 bus tickets, and the bus doesn't leave for 5 hours. So we walk across the street to nice Perkins over there, and we have a very slow lunch. And to show you how nice people are, the waitress at the restaurant offered to loan us her car so we could drive around Fort Dodge. Stuck to the but I declined that. I'd already left with one borrowed car. I was a little gun shy at that point. And then we went back to the bus station, and this bus came in. We thought, well, it's running early. And I said, "Are you with me? I'm going north." He said, "No, we're waiting on the Fort Dodge." I said, "There's no one." He said, "What?" He said, "Yeah, there's only one bus down there. It leaves at 9 in the morning." The kids that sold us tickets had left, and the lady that owned the place showed up. Well, she works out a deal, and there is a southbound bus. It just doesn't turn off and go to Fort Dodge. There's a truck stop down there they call Boondocks. So we rode the bus down Boondocks, and he pulled off and made a stop there. Normally he wouldn't, but he pulled off, pulled in, kicked us out, and he went off. And they had a taxi from Fort Dodge waiting for us there. Well, we got to the airport, Now, we should have been there at 10 o'clock in the morning. We were there about 6:30. The sun was just on the horizon.
Going to your place to get it.
We threw the stuff in the airplane and said, we're escaping. We're getting out of here. We're going south. So we headed south, but it was a little too far to fly home that night. We'd be a little too tired. So we were looking and said, well, let's fly to Oklahoma. We can free bed there.
Yeah.
So we flew down to Manhattan, Kansas, got fuel there, and then flew on into Blackwell. My mom, she didn't mind that at all. And then the next morning, we did simple things to fly on top. The trouble is, both of the airplanes guys where we wouldn't buy them. If you had had an airplane we wanted to buy, we'd have made a deal with it. I would just call him up and say, I need to fly that airplane for $4 and bring it back.
Are you done with this?
You know, if I'd bought his airplane, I wouldn't have felt bad about that. If I wasn't going to buy his airplane, I didn't feel that would be very kosher. Although he was a nice enough guy, he'd have probably done it. So we made it home. We were still looking. 2 weeks later, we got a call from a guy down in Georgetown, Texas. He had this airplane he bought. I talked to Virginia on the airplane. Well, he thought he had it sold, but he didn't. And then the guy from Georgetown called me. He's got the airplane, tells me about it. It was the same airplane. And he wanted 2004 for it. But he had paid to get it flown over to Texas. And then he had done modifications with the repairs. Really did some expensive work on it. And I made him an offer, and he took it. Shoot, I could not have gone to Virginia, left the airplane, come back home, got the money set, gone back, got it, flown it home, and he had all this other stuff. She and Mary were going to fly to Cessna, but I was going to fly to Tampa. So we get all set to go.
Yeah, that's on the
runway,
east
and
side.
that takes off.
The east side has got that far.
Well, I'm still sitting there trying to figure out how this thing really works. I got a flight, I got an hour in it. I went out and flew it for an hour. You know, it's still,
Yeah, I know.
sure.
They took that off.
Sitting on the ground, it's a lot easier.
Gotta get it up that high.
Pretty well figured out. I take off, I turn around, I knew it was a faster airplane than what we had, but I really didn't know how much faster. So as I was climbing, I could see I was catching about 10 miles ahead of me. And I got up even with her on altitude, leveled off. And I thought, well, I'll wave at her as I go by, and I got distracted with something on the radio, and I went back over, and they were gone. Yeah.
We still got that
Flew away from us, just like we weren't here.
That looks like the one where you got pictures of Peter and Ellen on the wagon. It looks just like
cruising speed on this will be 150, 160. No wind.
how do you keep it from getting run over?
I don't know. We just use it down there, and Sarah uses spring wash for the line. Kids come out here and play
All
with
the
it.
years, it's been never got broke, you know, the car, the tractor or something.
No, we never had that happen to it, but I had to do a little welding on it because the braces come loose under the box.
Your dad was a little
The
bit
steering on the front was kind of loose. I had to work on that. It isn't hard. I think there it had those fancy upcaps on it.
Well, nice thing about airplanes, not like last
Pretty
time.
high on there.
Yeah.
Well, yeah, but if you don't buy them, they
That's a
don't
good
breed.
wagon. You can't buy them like that.
You have to get an annual on them every year, don't you?
Yeah, you have an annual, you have to rent a space to keep it. That's not too bad. And I found a pilot I rented from Siska to Florida in fact.
Oh, yeah.
One used to picture of it.
Yeah, this is, I think it's still got this.
When they had triple buckets on it. Every quarter mile. Showered a lot quicker than they could get rid of it, huh?
We wet it down and scrape it off wet, because it's, no, it
Like that fast machine, you know where that went?
little teeny
Alfred, I
tiny,
yeah.
great long ones.
Alfred said I was so there to say, one day, we had then I get a 27 on the 30 inch that he had that big in his head. You don't need it.
He's like, I was up here for Spencer. They decided they had too many of us here.
Well, that's what he did. Then he had a portion of the
You're both to turn around and leave.
We got here like on Friday. Worked Saturday, Sunday Thursday afternoon, they said, oh, you guys leave at 5 tonight.
Alfred's fine, though.
Thursday after work, I went by the check plate.
But there was one that died not too long ago. And last year, or maybe even the year this year. Yeah, I thought that was
Yeah, Spencer, it's a real big place. The Lord said, my temperature.
You still hear from Dan Merlin?
Once in a while, an email.
Still in Minneapolis? What does he do up there?
He's a computer programmer, but he works out of his house. He writes all the programs right at the house, and then he'll hook up to businesses and just transfer. Yep.
Have his eyes stayed about the same over the years?
He uses, he made it himself. It's called an overseer, and what it is a TV camera that he focuses down on newspapers and everything, and then it puts it on a TV screen, and then he has his eyes about this close to the screen.
So he's probably legally blind. Yeah.
Yep.
Jeremy has a friend who's legally blind, and he didn't have a place to stay, and Jeremy moved out first May, so he let him stay there that last month for free. And he left him his bicycle because he's too blind to drive. We didn't know if a bicycle would do him a whole lot more good. He didn't have any way to get around town.
Okay. That'd be terrible, wouldn't it? Not being able to see.
And Dan, he can see objects off in the distance, but can't make it out. It's just blurry objects out there. That's.
I remember you always rode my sword. Are you older than? Are you and Merlin older, or are you the same age?
Are you the same age as Dan?
Dan's a year younger than me.
I was one of the older kids in grade school, and Dan was one of the younger kids.
Okay.
But I went to school at the Everson. I knew all the people.
You knew what they was for?
We went to grade school
That was true also.
Dave Marcus, Debbie Marcus.
The dean of faculty.
Buchanan, Roy Buchanan.
Yeah, well, not them, but we went to school.
Needless to say, I was on suspension.
No, they're younger.
Yeah, they're younger.
Valerie was living there. So we went to school.
Yeah, pretty close. They didn't have a great sense of humor.
Valerie.
Not as good as yours, obviously. No, something about me being
Valerie DeVries, wasn't it?
She stayed there like every day. Grandma.
Doesn't more.
Where they lived, I was too old to care, I guess.
You know, the bottom line is we weren't doing anything. I was working on stereo.
Folks, where did they live?
That was your story.
Of course, yeah. Say I was little.
When Valerie came to Marcus, then her grandma was living in the big house that Don and Mary live in now, and then Donnie's folks had a trailer beside that house.
Right on in.
Oh, get this. How did Jesus get in with Oakland?
Married one of them.
Oh,
Are
you taking pictures, Mom?
Grab it.
No, I want to move that table back so we can move the whole chair.
Okay.
It's on over there.
Okay.
He poking fun of you?
Yeah, she's 60.
September 39. My folks is out there.
You're just jealous because you don't have a pair of yellow pants.
Good thing this tree got this big.
Yeah.
And it has so many leaves in it.
He didn't get too old.
No.
Did you?
Hold my chair up by Aunt Jim there. Look at those pictures.
Yeah, what was he when he died? He was probably, I don't remember, 66, something like that, or... Because he retired when he was about 55, 56. No, he retired in New Orleans. Yeah, he lived in New Orleans quite a while. He wasn't very old when he quit farming. Because he worked for Myers for quite a while, building houses and stuff. Oh. He was terrible.
Mine's solid, that's down.
He was terrible. Yeah.
I got one tractor that does that. Boy, that is really brace himself against the front to hold himself.
Before my time.
That ain't working too good on that ground there. Why don't you take that chair? That'll probably work better on the crooked.
The one that
I can move with this bad. What'd you say before you put all the tile?
I never looked at that. Wasn't Fred from down here?
Yeah.
Case. They were all case. Case.
Yeah, it was these wet years. We've got about 4
One that had a seat on the case. That was good. But now there's down south here. There's an investing quarter. Who would that be? That big quarter. It's a big quarter. Right across the road from where Stan Hook lives. That's sick, too.
No, that's not cousin. That's Canales, but he ain't living anymore. Is that still on his name?
I don't know, but I know it was an investing quarter. One of Turner's invested.
Yeah.
Yeah, I think my mom worked for there when she was She talked about where they used to live out there.
Southwest, when I was a kid, they lived out southwest of Harrison, someplace. They lived in Harrison. Yeah.
Wherever the white body is.
The idea is the pressure pushes the water out.
Yeah, that was
It's blocking into this
Dad's sister.
mop fort or a whole way out into this drain.
Your dad's sister?
Mm-hmm. Yeah. That's
That water level was.
I tried to meet him in Florida one day. They were in church. Same church we was. I saw him in church. And I said, the preacher was yeah, he said, you've been home.
Your dad did? No, I don't know. I don't know if he come in with that. John was there. John the boy. And then, I don't know if there were some of the girls.
John and then Bob was ever girls come in and Dad.
No, I don't know either.
John and Bob and Dad and I don't know.
Was Father that father?
We're glad to you. We remember her. Say the brother killed me. Now his son is here. I don't stay here. I'll be the brother killed. His son is here. Well, you wouldn't remember that because your dad used to come out here all the time when they had this brother here, and then the cows would break out the first of it. Then he'd call up, he'd want to come here and play while they would have the TV. And he said, "This is Nellie De Boer," and the kind of step and all would know. Then his mother would cuss him and say, his son said, "Yeah, I know a few of them words I talk about it."
Well, this motor that you're talking about, is that related to the building that was in the amphitheater? Yeah, Albert and Bill, the boys. So actually, you're related to this building. This one that was in no, it was a relation of Albert was married to Dad's sister. So that was the only way we wasn't related to the marriage. Genevieve, she was married to Clarence Bob. His mother was molded. That's that same family. So they're now, Connie Mitchell, what's his name? There's some all that changed, over the years. It just, And Balka lives over there in the corner there. And Will, is this there?
Yeah.
Balka. John lived over there. My brother was going to high school. He went to high school all year with a motorcycle. And Isaac said, "I felt so sorry for that guy who went below zero. Here he comes with a motorcycle."
But the way that lived that way, no. Okay. That was the son of John.
Yeah.
That was the son of John. And where did they live? A mile south.
Yeah, right.
On this side of the ditch, yeah. Yeah, it was on the... Yeah, when Grandpa's got it, boy, they took the bulldozer. They sure was the whole... It always used to be a grove of trees there. But that was kind of on high ground, so they took and bulldozer all out and shoved them on a pile and they farmed it.
And that school, where was that school?
That was right on the corner, right on the
East of the interstate.
So that actually was in this section of the town.
yeah, right in the southwest. Right in the southwest corner.
Well, we should be set to go out.
I hope we're not too big. Oh, yeah, that's right. That's right. Yeah.
The spring is next to difference. Down, pull it up, take it out. Well, that's where I was getting
No. Our liquor cross, it's on Gordon's yard there. They made a graveyard.
Good.
Yeah, it's painted red there. It's still on the yard there. By Gordon, yeah. Uncle Harbaugh.
Sit in my chair.
Yeah, that's where they moved the building to. And then they, I think maybe there was 2 by 6 walls in there or something. I think so. And they took all the windows out and then closed it up, boarded it up, and then turned the other.
I think that was 2 by 6.
Was it one room building?
Yeah. I guess they had a cloakroom maybe in the entry or something.
Pretty good size for one.
Yeah.
But all 8 grades are in one room?
Gilbert Watchman, they lived in the lake over here. Well, then we had George Weldon teacher one year. He had a razor strap hanging on his desk. Well, he had Henry De Cook and Herman Meter. Those guys were about 18 years old. And outrageous. He couldn't do anything. I remember one day we sent Gilbert down to the basement. He had to stick with it. The last of the mailing. We were down in the dark. How you doing? All down there. That line of George's office was not down there. And he just made it all that guy actually. I know, I was just wondering.
Well, did you go to school?
No, I never went to Christian school. I started in
This right over here then?
No, across the road. Across the road. Yeah, I finished my 8th grade there.
You and I can run that school around.
Yeah, I was there.
He said, yeah, yes, before. He said, my own brother said, my own brother was teaching school here, you know what I mean? And I was talking to that was out of what he was in school. Yeah, he said,
Do it once and that's it, right? I didn't know that. That's a
well, they couldn't pay the teachers.
yeah.
teachers on that school is one. Before I had to replace it, and went on now you're done.
That's something new to me. I didn't know that. But when I was in about 4th, 5th grade, then they closed it down, and then Earl Lapers and Jane Newenhouse, and there was an Adrian Boss living there. He had John Boss was one of theirs, and they had a girl too, or 2 girls, I guess. And they come over then to the other school too.
Oh, Gene Newenhouse is so into that school then too?
Oh yeah, George finished. Yeah, he was a birdie. They got a name for that now. I read it that they didn't know what it was back then, I guess. It's something that they can, they've got something for it now. Those that when they eat dirt, they got something for it.
They would actually just...
Yeah, there was a big rock out there in the schoolyard, and he'd be sitting on that rock, pry the dirt loose around the outside edges.
That's
Yeah, isn't it?
So then Mrs. Johnny Grinster has to do it.
Yeah, I think she did. No, everyone went. She finished in that school.
And she was the one that married that,
she left here, and she
yeah, they lived nothing wrong for a little while.
yeah, I guess so.
She didn't. She died. Oh, what's her name?
Her name was Annie.
Yeah, that's right. Annie.
Yeah.
I don't know what his first name was. She was the oldest in that family. Is Jean older than Dennis? Dennis older than Jean?
Glennis is the youngest. I think she's younger than George. Glennis is younger than George.
Younger than George?
Yeah, because I'm not too sure that I went to school with Jean and George. If they need a truck driver with making silage or something like that, Yeah.
I think Viola takes a lot of his time. She isn't very good.
No, I guess not.
She can't walk. She's not thin. He was a smart man, though. Yeah, I mean, mechanically.
Yeah, I got a taste it.
What do you got? Me?
Yeah, he was a really good builder.
Yeah, he did a lot of fixing on the yard and stuff too.
Yeah.
Sounds easier than what we did. We put a shower in the basement. They had to go through the floor, concrete floor, with the jackhammer and find the sewer. We hooked the sewer pipes under the floors, and they were right on with it too. They knew where that thing was.
You can just live there.
Yeah, Will's. I guess they deeded that house.
We had that deeded to that church of Christ in Mitchell at one time.
Yeah, the farm, but I don't know about that house.
Because Gene not about the farm back, I think.
That little piece of ground that I got, that was deeded to the church guys.
Was it?
Yeah. When I bought it, when I paid for it, that's where the money went.
Well.
So that was.
I don't know what happened to that deal, but he had this.
No, what was that? You can't.
They got outlets that they didn't do.
And I was reading in the book that the Seals is still on that.
Seals is?
Yeah, he's still doing it.
Tennessee,
Yeah, it's just we're just going to write it
There's that big ad paper. Never seen it. He's still doing that. Yeah, I can remember him coming out of our place. See, that's my
Yeah,
guy.
it's going pretty good.
Oh, that wasn't good. He was radical.
Yeah, that's what you get carried with
Basement
it.
floor, of course, slopes towards us.
That was shortly after my brother died. He came out. He more or less said that we're going to help.
Yeah, they haven't helped with members.
I didn't go ever so far. I don't remember well very much, but what I remember doing is that lake plants. When across the road, that little square in there. You know, you never know. They're not really no more, but they're there. Yeah, I don't know what his plan was, really.
Well, you dam the water off in their land, you know, there's a
Well, then you could farm that. He was going to keep the water out.
You could farm that corner and then.
on the lake, and then dam the water out. I don't know whether they've been
Not now, but I guess you can get by with it then.
Well, he spent days out there. When he come to Dad and get fuel, because he run out. I had a little kid there. I wasn't very old than that, so.
Well, she was thinking from where the cupboard is.
Yeah, no, it was red.
Do you know him?
Yeah. Folks told us about them.
I was just a kid, but I remember when I was stacking hay out there in the middle of over there, they were afraid of slugs coming in. He had a hole in his meter's fence. And then he got into a fight, and they had knocked the other glasses out, and he went and crushed
Did they really?
I can just remember all.
That was not one of my friends.
Didn't Lord get in trouble in church on school or he hit a guy?
Yeah.
I think he had trouble in the hall too, didn't he? But I went to church. I think that's history. Dad said once he turned around and hit somebody in church. I don't know what it was about.
I think it'd be brilliant ideas.
They giving you a hard time about them fans over there?
Oh, John, he was.
The ones that
He was just jealous. He didn't know
I see.
Got a whole family out there. See, only a third half.
I never heard of that one before, but I like that.
$1,000 Real busy. There were a few people out, but nobody was pushing it. Right behind us, we didn't catch it. Of course, we didn't catch up.
Did you get Mark to go?
Took Mark and John and mud rings were going on.
we was kids about the only time we ever got
Yeah, I heard a lot of this
on Sunday.
Cup of coffee around there? Cup of coffee? I'll take one.
Oh, there's a taker over there.
Maybe if I was gonna take one, I'd take two. Yeah.
You know, we found a 5-gallon pail. It's sort of a salmon color.
That's new.
Right. I like it. We'll paint it different color next time.
Starting to be
5 gallons is enough to paint the entire house. We went in, that stuff was the prettiest color of paint. We painted all the walls that color, and then the ceiling became the ceiling white. And that hardwood floor, that was really
Do we need a lot of help? You got that for $4 a gallon?
not as bad as it used to be. Got that for that. It's cheap like 5 gallons. They're $20 for 5 gallons.
No, it's not so bad.
Menards and Metro, they do that every once in a while too. They got some like they mixed it a little wrong or something for a customer, and they put it on their discount there. It's a really cheap paint if you can have a color wise.
Buy Windows 98, I can't.
Is there some there usually always? Yeah, there's always some there along that.
The companies that put together
Along that west wall when you come in the door. And
I can buy from them cheaper.
right down that first hall, I shouldn't say, not the way right down the building.
Software too. Yeah, it comes with a bunch of, 98 second edition.
Check that out.
Work Suite 2000.
Works 2000. That, I think it's mostly interior, but you can check it once, but they...
I ran in there and checked the spray paint.
It just never adds up. And this way that company puts a 3-year warranty on it, 5 years on the processor, the memory. I don't have to mess with that. I just call them up and say I need the RAM chip or whatever, and it comes in the mail. But they're custom. I can call them up and say I need one of this much RAM. Put in this brand of hard drive. Put in this brand of CD. Put in rewrite CD. And within 2 days they have it built and burned in. And they burn them in for 24 hours. So that means they build them almost the same day.
This is that
I
stuff.
do about 3,000 a day.
I painted it with some paint I brought. I had a spray can.
Then they can get their stuff
Pretty good. When I painted it.
And it's worked real well. Very few failures. I thought the other day I had my first major one. But it better have that on switch. The thing would just go off. And it looked like a software problem because it would say Windows is shutting down. You don't shut it off, switch off, you don't say Windows is shutting down. But the switch is
That does make it easier getting in and
out
out.
so that when you push it, it shuts down.
Oh, this is one of those reset
Yeah.
on the front.
Yeah, but it is the power switch. So you
Yeah,
have the
that
power
thing's
switch
hard.
on.
Right,
If you
you
hold
hold
it
it
in,
in.
if you hold it in, it's hard.
Yeah, put it right on the side.
It'll always kill.
Well, that's with alcohol or gasoline and light it. And let it burn down. And that would get this thing so hot that it would
Organize that back.
that it's vulcanized right on these tubes.
I remember that thing.
See how it worked? Is there a date on there?
What?
Is there a date on the back?
Oh yeah, sure there is. 1913.
That's the year I got the Cadillac.
I think so. I don't think it come with it though. I don't know.
Mother said the pasture was all burned brown here. Everything was dried up. And here you went to Sioux City and bought a $2,000
That's optimism.
Oh man.
So is she unhappy or she just made the comment?
She just made the comment. It's crazy, you know, when the crops all burning up and you come on with that $2,000.
Well, he was an optimist, I guess.
Boy, that thing is in good shape. Where'd you have that? In the shop here all the time?
Yeah, that's always been in the shop. It'd get hot enough to melt the two rubber. Oh yeah, I've tried it already and it works.
Steering knuckle.
You just melt that lever right together.
I went to my mother's garden
Where was the car?
Well, south of the barn. Around the barn, you know, they're going to make bridges. Split the tire on the rim of the
I was using that this morning. Maybe you remember that too.
Oh, yeah, Dad used to use them all the time. This one, the shaft,
Use minute hand and 1 minute.
1 minute? See how many times you can run it.
But I use that. I got it from Dad one time, and I use it all the time. Yeah, and I was using it this morning, and then I got thinking maybe you guys be interested in seeing it.
Yeah, we don't see that much anymore.
No, that's neat.
Well, it's patented. What did we say? April 13, 1997? 1897?
They got that built in right to the tractors now. You've got your speed indicator on that.
Oh, yeah?
The later ones have.
Yeah.
You get your engine speed, you get your PPO speed.
You know, a kid looking at that's going to think it's 1997.
Yeah,
What'd you say it was?
1897.
Well, he was patented then, so I don't know when he got it, but
No, he didn't have that old hard power then yet. He didn't have the hard power that early.
He got the second one, well, after I was born. My mother said I crawled under the bed in the bedroom. That was close to that. That flywheel that weighed over 1,500 pounds.
You can run just on that.
Well, that's what kept us going between shots. 40-inch face separator, wing feeders.
Just like those.
And feeders, you just swing them out right over where your bundles were, and put them in there, and they fall up to the feeder.
So you could fit, two of them could pitch in there, one of them could pitch in there,
Big old single line,
and it would suck it in.
4-stroke engines.
That
Big
would
flywheel on them, you'd go out and put a handle in it,
Later on,
crank it flywheel, and get it
model.
running good, pull the handle off,
He
go
had a
around,
great big,
turn the fuel on, and then you'd hear it go,
have you ever been up to Madison?
yeah.
Yeah, that tractor he had was a 4-cylinder.
He walked the flywheel.
And that's what he crashed with several years.
Yeah.
And then later on, Garrett Walbridge ended up. So you don't know where it is. It was 7-inch Stickney when Garrett messed up out there in the northwest corner. It was sitting there. But he cleaned that all up. And it probably got cut up or something.
can you imagine one of those old crash machines, them trying to put their modern standards on that thing?
All that open chain and the belt.
Yeah.
But didn't you talk about a horse that got his tail on that belt once?
Oh, yeah. We were crashing southwest of Harrison, Tweeds. They had some guy from Oklahoma coming here to the Irish pitching. Dad kept one of them, turn your horses out. The flies are real bad, Dad, you know. And turn your horses away from the machine because they switch that tail, you know. By God, he never did. One time he pulled up and that horse switched that tail and right into the belt before he got away. And that horse just screamed and then took off and went down the street. Just stripped that horse's tail all the way.
Oh, man.